His words boom, bellicose rhythms, like war drums. This is our day, the moment we've awaited. My honor swells to serve as your First Minister. My re-election was a vote of confidence in the future of Arcadia Prime, and it is a bright future, believe me. But you know this. That's why you voted for me. You know I'll make Arcadia Prime the greatest galactic power there is, or ever will be. The Secundos will quiver before us like lambs before lions. Believe me, you'll see. May the Father of Stars bless Arcadia Prime. The gathered crowd explodes into applause. First Minister Luscious Lux listens to the cheers and feels his power grow inside of him and in the hearts of the people. We face a crisis, an existential threat to our way of life. As I've counseled for the last 20 solar cycles, regenerating the cryoborgs is our last best hope to save second humanity. Do not despair, my citizens. If we stand together, our shields will protect us. Even if Arcadian pirates or their space fleet breaches the boundary of our star system, we will outlast them. Soon, the cryoborgs will be ready to lead us. We must have faith in the learned ones. Great Mother of Pleiades, bless and keep us. Although her voice shook, Presidente Domino Vega finishes to a warm wave of applause. Watching her speech in his office, Ana-Tole's boss switches off his view screen. Floating in orbit, circling an icy, desolate moon, out at the edge of the star system, Ana-Tole's ship gleams with a cold blue shine. Inside, tempers flare. Elam shouts, "You Secundos only help us now. What happens when we no longer hold the last cryoborgs? The Arkadians will have their vengeance for our betrayal. We are pawns." "Settle down," Ana-Tole interrupts. "If that's true, why risk your necks?" "We seek self-rule," Velos chimes in. "That worth dying for?" "Always," Elam answers. "And we agree, the learned ones are the galaxy's only hope. They will know how to defend us all." So, back to Arcadia Prime? We must. The galaxy is worth fighting for. "How do you have cryoborgs?" Velos demands. Ana-Tole taps a panel. The storage door slides shut. "Not the only one with secrets. I run cryoborgs for the GDF. What about yours?" Elam answers. "The legends of my people say that in the time before spaceships, one day the Great Ark landed. We received them as gods. They acted like devils. They claimed our planet. They shipped us off, forced us to work the mining moons. Not all of us. Some were retained to teach them about our planet. Those brave elders stole the cryoborgs, secreted them away. Now we must finish what they started." "Fuck the Arkadians. God. I'll plot our nav chart. You tell the others to get settled for interspace." "Everyone strapped in?" Ana-Tole's fingers hover over the interspace switch. "We are ready if you are," Elam asks. "Why do you hesitate?" "Seems stupid to take my load of cryoborgs to Arcadia. But lucky for you, stupid has never stopped me before." "You make a joke?" Velos asks. "Might be." Ana-Tole winks at Velos. Her finger hits the interspace switch. Space warps around the ship. With a snap, the ship hurtles into a wormhole subspace. It's just as bright and crackling with light as deep space is empty and dark. "I never get sick of looking at that," Ana-Tole says. They all silently admire the strange beauty of interdimensional space, like riding inside a moonbeam. Velos, how many self-exiles we carrying? Ana-Tole asks. 11. In the main storage bay? Keeping it cozy, huh? Get them strapped for evasive flying. Don't want any broken bones when I get loose. Don't have a fully functional medbot. The cockpit door slides shut behind him. Look, Elam, there's no way we're outrunning those raiders. Bluto can't make another interspace jump until her warp cells replenish. Do you trust me? What do you have in mind? The Arkadian raiders close in on Ana-Tole's ship in an open triangle formation. 2 lead ships and 1 trailing interceptor. There's 1 planet in orbit on this side. But that's a gas giant. Space-time stretches, snaps. Ana-Tole's ship pops out of interspace. A tiny, shiny blue blip in a vast sea of blackness. Arcadia system, welcome home, Ana-Tole sneers. I may be sick. Elam grips the ship's console. You wanted to come, Ana-Tole laughs, until Elam vomits on the console. Don't get sick on Bluto. I'm sorry. I never do well in interspace. Well, I brought us in sun obscured, so we can... Sun obscured? Velos asks. Arcadia's on the exact other side of the sun. We're invisible to their sensors. All we have to worry about is... Shit! Shit? Arkadian raiders just popped on my scanner. And we popped up on theirs. Ana-Tole's ship, Bluto, boasts sleek lines, electric blue metal skin. Stark contrast to the Arkadian raider ships, blocky, mammoth cruisers. Like a skyscraper lying on its side and covered in dirty shards of seashells. But they are lethal ships, and big enough to swallow Ana-Tole's ship whole in the belly of its storage bay. The ships steadily pursue, trailing her like a shadow, but they gain no distance. Ana-Tole zigzags across the cosmos, leads them to the 5th planet in the system, Herculon, an acidic red giant. Elam asks, when will they fire photon pulses? I'm hoping never, Ana-Tole braces. Hold on. She slams on her retro engines, stops dead. But the pirates stop dead too. She corkscrew dives at the gas giant. Herculon. Ana-Tole's ship cuts through its sulfuric acid clouds. She levels out in the yellow atmosphere. Elam frets at the toxic clouds streaking past the cockpit. If you do, now might be a good time to say a little prayer. The Arkadian ships trail them, appearing and disappearing, like sharks in the clouds. Ana-Tole zigs, zags. You do have a plan. The acid clouds, they'll pass through their shields. It'll eat through surfaces. Ana-Tole eyes her gauges, checks her view screen. You see that? She shoves her view screen over to him. An Arkadian ship lifts up out of the clouds. Smoke pours. A second ship emerges, and third. They flee for safety of space. Are we safe? Elam asks. Alarms blare.